Are you worried for the young people who are kind of just gonna?
Yes, that's even worse because like look at now with the indictment that's happening with the Roblox thing, and so many young folks have been misguided on programs such as that. I don't even know
what happened with Roblox. Can you cue me in?
Well, Roblox basically they had this like big sting operation thing, whereas like a lot of these PDFs have been getting caught up on there because they've been soliciting a lot of the kids and the younger ones on there. So there's a whole thing now. Now they have infomercials out like, hey, was your kid approached or messaged by somebody that was, they shouldn't have been talking to on air and stuff like that. It's that, and to TikTok too, because even
TikTok is scary.
Yeah, TikTok can be scary because I hate to say it, but they ain't gonna know who it is because they probably ain't even gonna watch this.
That's okay.
But I had a cousin that like I had to say something to his daughter, but at the same time it's like they going, their kids, they gonna still do what they want to do, which and it's like sometimes I like that's probably one of the other things that I should have been like more authority, been more of an authority figure over, and kind of like. Because as a kid, you still need to know the explanation of why, not just doing something because an adult told you to, but also understanding why and the ramifications of what that action can lead to. Because she's dancing to a song, and now all she knows is she's doing dances that's popularized on TikTok and all that stuff like that, all that swimming stuff and all that. She don't know, but the song that she's dancing to is saying some really derogatory stuff, and I'm like, I know that ain't my little cousin over there dancing to that stuff. Like, I'm like, she don't know what she dancing to.
It's messed up because like especially if it's like sexual in nature, you don't know who's watching it and who's like sexualizing these kids. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've definitely seen stuff like that.
Now they was bleeping they weren't bleeping the words out so much. It's just that whoever that artist was, they were covering up the words, and it was like, she a fool. She do a split on that.
Yeah.
Just because they ain't say the words, her little mind knows what that.
And she's underage. Like, she's underage.
She's very much underage.
TikTok allows that.
Yeah, very much underage. But it's a song. You're dancing to a trend or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, that song shouldn't even be able to pop up in her like catalog.
Yeah.
Especially if she's telling her truth about her age on the site and stuff like that. Like, I think certain songs should be demonetized from from that age group.
Yeah.
And the words weren't being said, but they were very much implied.
It's obvious. Yeah.
And I know what my head was at 6 and 7 years old. Just because I didn't know what certain things was, I very much knew and was well aware what sex was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you hate to say it, but it starts early, and sometimes some of the inappropriate touching starts early, with you and other classmates and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a rare thing. So this is why I always tell people, no, I don't have kids, but I tell people with kids, because I remember being a kid. Now, you might be naive because your childhood was probably different. Listen, I'm telling you, don't be scared to talk to your child because they know. You think they don't know. They know. They know what sex is and stuff like that.
It's funny. I don't have kids either, but I've worked a lot with kids in my life. Like, I teach piano lessons to kids, and I've helped substitute teach in Philadelphia and that sort of thing. Kids are not like, they're not dumb. They're like little adults, especially now. They're really smart. They're almost smarter than adults in some ways because they have like that open curiosity that we kind of shut off when we get set in our ways. And you're right. They know stuff. Hey guys, it's me, your host, Andrea Pranzatelli. If you enjoyed this clip today, please don't forget to hit subscribe. It is my dream to become a full-time podcaster, and your support helps more than you could possibly know. So again, hit that subscribe button to help me keep the momentum going on this channel. Also, for every single clip, there is a link in the description to the full episode if you would like to hear the full episode. And I also have a link to my Instagram below if you'd like to follow me on Instagram as well. So that's it. Have a good day, guys. Bye.